You know, I feel fortunate to have been covering the Bulls at that time and being so close to watch this transformation of this young man just becoming the greatest basketball player that's ever played. Nothing could ever stop him from winning. It was all about winning. The flu game, they called it. It could have been the pizza game because he thought it was food poisoning, and he looks horrible. He could barely talk, you know, and I didn't want to keep asking about how you feel, this and that and the other. I could just see it in his eyes. I think he realized the situation. You have an opportunity to win a championship, and it can go away. We're not going to wait till you get better and then play the next week. The thing that always brought the greatness out in him was a challenge, and he was just zoned in, and there was nothing that was going to stop him from playing his best and winning that basketball game.
The sold-out Delta Center, framed by the beautiful mountains here in Salt Lake City, Utah. We now go over to Dan Roberts, the PA announcer for tonight's game. Game 5 of the NBA Finals set to get underway in front of a raucous Jazz crowd here in Salt Lake City, Utah. With former player Clark Kellogg, Coach Mike Fratello, and reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Coach, Utah with the chance to take a 3-2 lead in this series.
And the Bulls do not want to go back to Chicago having to win both games. They need Michael Jordan at his best. He's hoping to rebound from what was a subpar performance by his standards in Game 4.
And that might be tough. We're getting a report, Clark, that Jordan is battling a severe illness tonight. We didn't know about it until right now.
Certainly not something the Bulls wanted to hear or see. As dominant as John Stockton has been in the past 2 ball games, Chicago's stars need to match his play. If MJ is less than 100%, a lot of that load then falls on Scottie Pippen.
You're right, he's going to have to step up. So taking the floor for the Bulls, it'll be Ron Harper and Michael Jordan in the backcourt. Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman man the forward spots. And at center, Luke Longley. For the Jazz, John Stockton will be at the point with Jeff Hornacek at the 2. In the front court, we have Brian Russell, Karl Malone in the center, Greg Ostertag.
And guys, I think it's already safe to say Jordan does not have his usual energy tonight.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. Here's Jordan driving in. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Great feed by Rodman.
And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. Clark, with Michael Jordan clearly not feeling well, you have to wonder how many minutes he'll be able to play in this one.
And Kevin, you know with Michael Jordan, he never wants to come out of the game ultra competitive, and yet Phil Jackson may be in a position where he has to make a tough decision. I mean, that's part of what a coach has to do. Sometimes you have to rescue a player from himself.
But Jordan never wants to come out, does he?
No, he wants to go the full 48 minutes.
And of course, Coach, all eyes on Michael Jordan as we try to get a sense of how his illness is affecting him.
Shouldn't take long to find out, Kev. Once he gets a few minutes under his belt, we'll see if he has the energy to keep going.
Yes, sir. Now here's Jordan. Jordan shrugging off the flu to open up the game with 3 consecutive hits.
Excellent touch on the long-range bomb from Jordan. He only takes those when he really likes them, and that one looked good.
Stockton against Harper. Kicks it out to Hornacek. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Clark, after a few quiet games to start the series, John Stockton's been sensational since the series has come back to Salt Lake.
I think you got to attribute some of that to playing at home, good home cooking. You know, we always talk about John Stockton's assist, but in these finals, his defense has been as good as his passing.
It has. Here's Malone. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. 5 to shoot. Back to Stockton. Here's Russell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Stockton kicks to Hornacek. There's the pass to Malone. Shoots over Longley. And coach for Scottie Pippen, the effects of his foot injury you can see are still lingering.
Yeah, he hasn't been as explosive as we're used to. He's been in more of a post-up role for them in the past few games.
And the Bulls have to overcome Jordan's illness. For more on that, let's now go to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. With Michael Jordan struggling, the Bulls training staff is doing all it can to keep him hydrated. They've given him plenty of fluids and are considering an IV. It means the Bulls will need guys like Pippen, Rodman, and Harper to step up, especially on defense, because they're facing a red-hot Jazz team. John Stockton has been dominant since this series came to Utah. Guys?
He has been. David, thank you. When they're ready with an IV, you know Jordan's condition, Mike, has got to be serious.
For sure. You have to wonder how long MJ will last tonight. I'm not sure how many minutes he'll have in him.
But they're going to need him. Jazz trail by 12.
And with Jordan under the weather, you have to think it'll affect his defense the most. He just doesn't have the energy to go full speed at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, you know, Mike, I agree with you. That's what it seems like to me. He'll have to conserve that energy and pick his spots. And as much as the Bulls need his scoring, I think he'll have to go all out at the offensive end.
Now, here's Jordan. 14 points for him.
Boy, they didn't waste any time, did they? They got going right away.
They obviously had a plan coming in, and they've put it to good use.
Here's Hornacek. 1:33 left here in the opening quarter. Out to Russell. Back to Hornacek. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That's a money play for this team. Hornacek in a catch and shoot.
Jordan refusing to make his team carry the load, finding another basket.
And one thing the Bulls need to do tonight is a better job at the free throw line. They only got to the line 12 times in Game 4, and they missed 7 of those 12 shots.
And you know, Coach, that was a huge difference in the ball game. A close game like that, missing that many free throws, that's a problem. The Jazz did play aggressive D, but they didn't really pay for that aggressive defense. I expect we'll see more of the same tonight. They've been the aggressors right from the start, asserting themselves from the very beginning.
Yeah, they're setting the tone, and they're doing it on both ends of the floor. Nice pass, creating the opportunity. Great teamwork on that one.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Bulls. They lead by 14. Into the lane.
Going inside with purpose and on a mission, making it happen in tight.
Yeah, the intensity is outstanding, and high percentage looks are a great way to build a lead.
Kicks it out to Malone. Over Longley. Malone can't hit.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Jordan, the pass to Rodman. Dishes to Harper. And here's Jordan outside. And the Bulls another 3.
Training threes left and right, making it rain from behind the arc.
Nothing the D is doing has worked, which is why they are going to continue gunning from outside the arc.
And so it's Chicago with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. And we're back for the start of the second quarter. It's Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Bulls star Michael Jordan still in distress with flu-like symptoms.
And I'll say, I don't think you could get a louder crowd than we have in Utah here tonight.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Pippen. Kerr is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Dennis Rodman. And it's Runington in at the 5 spot.
Can't leave somebody open on Stockton's team. That's a recipe for disaster.
You're right about these fans. The Jazz crowd is sensing what an opportunity this could be.
Kevin, they sure are. It's an intense place to play. There's no denying that. And with a chance to take a 3-2 lead in the series, these fans have it turned up full throat.
Yeah, top volume. They are loud.
Yep.
Hey, Clark, the Bulls doing a good job on Stockton so far.
Well, they know in order to muck up the Utah offense, you've got to start with the head of the snake, John Stockton. Get him out of rhythm. They learned that the hard way in games 3 and 4. They're determined not to let him beat them again.
Yep, they're stifling them. Passes it to Pippen. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Pippen's got 6.
Scottie Pippen, a dependable shooter from here now. Like how he gets his feet set first. That's fundamental, but essential.
Now we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. The kick out to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Russell. The Jazz working the ball around now.
They've won the rebounding battle, and it's translated to the score.
And it says a lot about the hustle and work ethic of this team. Still competing for every miss. And it's hard to imagine a player performing as well as Jordan under such tough circumstances.
And the Jazz call time here. Well, if we've learned one thing, Clark, over the years, it's that Michael Jordan can rise to any occasion.
That's exactly right. And it's impossible for me to explain the kind of energy it takes to do what Michael Jordan's doing. And to do it when you're sick, like he is, it seems virtually impossible. But I do know this, Kevin. There are many times when players have not felt their best and yet played their best. I think psychologically and subconsciously, you rise to another level of concentration, which helps you.
Well, I know you and I are glued to this one.
Yeah, no way can you overstate how important this game is. I mean, the Bulls have only trailed in the finals once throughout the Jordan era. Even with the score where it is, he just keeps coming.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And Mike, in the battle between Michael Jordan and Karl Malone, 2 of the greats ever, Jordan has dominated so far.
Each team leans on those guys for the bulk of their scoring. And tonight, Jordan's taking the mailman to school.
And Mike, if the Jazz pull this game out, the Bulls will be under pressure they're not used to.
True, but this is a tough team to rattle. Even if they do go down 3-2, I don't think they'll be easy to put away.
I would agree with you. Anderson, a screen on Kerr to halt the run. And it's Chicago with the rebound. You know, Mike, it's amazing to see the performance Jordan is putting on here. Clearly not at full strength, but still getting it done.
That's the kind of competitor he is. Remember, this is the NBA Finals. If MJ had to play on a broken leg, he'd probably still be out there.
You're probably right. Pippen against Russell. Poked away. The feed to Anderson. Another miss by Utah.
Tell you what, you can feel their frustration underneath the surface. It's actually palpable with all these misses.
They're trying to shake it off, but every time they come up short, the panic starts to set in.
How do you expand the lead? Increase it. It takes good play on both ends.
Yeah, it's not just about buckets, not just about stops. You need both.
1:25 left to play here in the second quarter. 13 feet away. Anderson wide open. The Jazz with another miss. And here are the Bulls now. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Took him no time at all on that one. Pippen's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, you can feel they're starting to take control of this one. You just get the sense they've got their hands on the steering wheel nice and tight.
And their play on the offensive end, it's the biggest reason they're winning.
Michael Jordan on the wing, defended by Anderson. Pippen dishes to Kerr. Pass to Jordan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Taking the flu into consideration, Jordan has been tremendous so far in this one.
Coach, a tough stretch for this offense.
I'd say they need to get back to what they do best. Right now, that's a question mark.
A big question mark. Now the pass to Isley. And Anderson has it in the corner. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Anderson's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Jordan looking it over. Back to Pippen. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Tell you what, until they force him off the line, he'll just keep launching it from there. I love the aggression he's showing.
As long as he keeps making his threes, there's no reason for him to change his approach. Make the defense adjust.
Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We've got more in store for you right after this. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. We're ready for the second half here in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz.
How about this Utah crowd? They get extremely loud. Remember back in Game 4, Phil Jackson had to wear earplugs.
We've got Ostertag. Malone is out there with Russell. Then it's Stockton. And it's Hornacek in at the 2 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Here's Jordan. And the layup is good. Jordan's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Bulls. Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
That's a little bit of icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
And Mike, talking about the atmosphere in here right now, it couldn't get any louder.
Well, it's the last game of the year in Salt Lake, and maybe the biggest game in Jazz history. These fans are going to do their part for sure.
Yeah, they're going crazy. On defense, the Bulls' biggest goal tonight, Clark, was keeping Stockton in check. And so far, they've been able to do just that.
Well, it's clear Stockton is the hub of the wheel, Kevin. We all know that. And the Bulls doing a really good job to limit his penetration, clogging up the passing lanes, and really make everything uncomfortable for Stockton.
They are. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists now in this one. So it's the Jazz now. Stockton outside. Feeds to Malone. Jordan high post. Russell's there.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
And here's Stockton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. Shot to stop the run. Another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with Jordan battling a stomach illness, we've got to acknowledge Pippen's contribution.
And this is just what the Bulls, Clark, were hoping to get from Scottie Pippen.
Kevin, it's what great players do. I mean, when a teammate's struggling, you know you've got to pick up the slack for that guy that's not at his best, and Scottie's done that, and then some.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a 4-man.
The Jazz making a switch here. Morris is checked in. And both free throws good for Malone. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Michael Jordan on the wing. Takes a 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Jordan's got 42 in the game.
Firing on all cylinders right now. Jordan is showing no mercy and getting any shot he wants.
And I think the question marks about Michael Jordan's health, Coach, have been answered by now.
From everything we're hearing, what he's doing is amazing. This is a guy who might need an IV, and still, he's out there tearing the Jazz up.
Unbelievable. Pippen with a wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Pippen's got 18 points in the game.
Three-pointers clearly the difference for them here in the second half.
Tough to guard a whole team from beyond the arc. They've got it going.
Harper against Stockton. Passes to Malone. Shoots over Longley. Malone's shot good. 6 points for him. Mike, Scottie Pippen doing everything he can to deliver this win for the Bulls.
It's what great players do. Jordan's in bad shape, and Pippen picks up the rest of the team. He's showing just how important he is to this Bulls squad.
He's vital. And now let's hear from David, who has an update on Michael Jordan's condition.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to ask Michael how he was feeling coming out of the locker room at halftime. All he did was smile and shake his head. It didn't look like he was feeling much better. Now, I talked to the head athletic trainer who told me MJ is exhausted, totally dehydrated, and, in his words, a little bit out of it. Back to you, Kevin.
Wow. David, thank you. Well, I don't know, guys. I'm not sure he's as out of it as it seems. Michael's always pretty much into it to me, Coach.
Well, we've seen it before with Jordan. When he's facing adversity like this, it can make his focus laser sharp.
It is amazing. Carr against Kukoc. Back outside. Pass just just 5 shoot. Shoot over Longley, and that one hit back iron.
Defense will concede the mid-range as the little less feels. It'll there.
Bulls keep a little high. Jordan. Jordan is double. At the elbow, it's Brown. Back for Jordan. Here's Pippen. And it's good. Sitting on play with Jordan. Pippen's got 3.
Incredible effort by Scottie Pippen throughout this game. Look at the cover for as much as possible to do for his team.
It's 4 seconds difference with shot clock in game clock. We thought this game got done to who's more, Coach Jordan or Malone?
And this one-sided fight. Jordan's been the biggest threat by far. And MJ's sick. But he's not let that stop.
Hornacek against Jordan to stop the run. Good. Hornacek's got 7.
Even amongst the trees inside, Hornacek still able to find his shot.
A deep 3 from Jordan. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this. Welcome back for the fourth quarter of this pivotal Game 5. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Michael Jordan still toughing it out despite his illness.
And a great bounce-back game for Jordan after a shaky performance in Game 4.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Caffey is out there with Wennington. Then there's Brown. Then there's Bushler. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. Here's Isley. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Isley. And here's Morris for 3. Here's Keith. And it's blocked.
With authority. Wennington coming at the shot with those long arms for a swat.
Carr, no good.
That's normally one of his spots. And it was a quality look. Shame to see it go to waste.
And they double up Jordan. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And it's stunning, Clark, to think that Jordan could have this kind of game in his condition.
You know, he's shown us in the past how he can rise to any occasion. but he missed 16 shots in game 4. To see him tough it out and actually raise his game, remarkable.
It is remarkable in every way. There's the pass to Carr. Here's Isley. On the wing, Morris. Knocks it loose. And here's Jordan outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jordan's got 50 points.
Doesn't get any easier for Jordan. Terrific at exploiting the defense in transition.
Jordan comes with the double team. To the paint, here's Keith, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Excellent distribution. That possession highlighting how important unselfishness is.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the dunk by Jordan.
Jordan, so sweet to watch in the air. What a treat.
And Utah making a change here. Foster's checked in. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Passes it to Anderson. On the wing, Morris. There's a good screen. He feeds it to Foster. Out of hand on it. On the wing, Jordan. He's covered by Anderson. And yes, it's good.
That hoop right there from Brown takes physical and mental strength.
Anderson outside. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Keefe passes to Anderson. Here is Keefe. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Anderson. Misses the three.
You know, you got a feel for him. He just cannot seem to buy a bucket here.
Yeah, but he has to stop shooting. He's really hurting his team.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
Keefe with a screen on Brown. Looking to end the run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Jordan against Anderson, and they double up Jordan. Here's Caffey. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
In a way, Jordan is your point guard. He's the initiator.
And it's the Jazz's ball. Anderson outside. On the wing, Morris. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Isley. That one misses. And here's Jordan outside. And the Bulls another three.
How about the damage they've done from deep? Sniping away with great confidence.
They're certainly taking threes in bunches. Can't blame them given the results they're seeing right now.
Stolen away. There's the drive. And slam dunk by Jordan.
They've turned it up a notch here during this home stretch.
Yeah, saving their best basketball for when it mattered the most. That's how you secure a win.
Kicks to Anderson. Pass to Isley. Lobbed up there for Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Rising up to finish the oop.
And Clark, you and I sitting here could just see that play developing right before our eyes.
Good vision on the pass to put it right on the money.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The drive by Jordan.
Hey, when Jordan is cutting to the cup, he's locked in on throwing it down. The D doesn't have a chance at denying him that chance.
Foster is screen on Brown. And it's Foster missing. Right side, Jordan. Over Anderson. Michael Jordan again.
And, you know, I like Jordan's shot selection here. Has a great understanding for when to fire.
And now, Mike, the Bulls just one win away from their second straight NBA title.
And you have to think this series is theirs for the taking. I don't think Utah can go into Chicago and win 2 straight.
It'll be a tough task, Clark, to say the least.
Assuming Michael Jordan is back at full strength, Kevin, it very well could be an impossible task.
Oh, well said. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.